So SAP education sometimes has a reputation for being a little conservative, and the mentors as a group have a reputation for maybe being a little outspoken. They have very strong feelings about SAP certification, which you know, and
Extremely,
yet
yeah.
despite that reputation, which seems like a combustible mixture, you throw yourself into dialogue with the SAP mentors. We've had a number of webinars and discussions and some pretty serious uh, ongoing dialogue. So can you tell some of the viewers of this video what that's been like for you, and what do you think we're getting out of this discussion?
Well, I mean, I think it's a fairly obvious one, John. You know, from the mentors are already the creme de la creme. They don't. The certification has not been significant for them. Um, if you compare, if you look at the old certification program, you know, very much sort of what was called the new hire certification program. So I can understand where that reaction basically came from. But as you say, I love a challenge. So in we go. And I mean, it's been a really, really rewarding time, and that's why I'm here at Phoenix as well, to sort of continue that discussion. And we've had various webinars, and the Certification 5 that you're a leading member of has put this white paper together. And I think on, you know, where you would see possible improvements in the certification program, because as I said before, we are transforming it, but some of the things still need to be done. Some of the things need to be enhanced still. There's always room for improvement, and I think it was a really, really constructive way of doing it, and there was a lot of work put into it, and to actually sit down and take all of the criticism that was coming out of the community, etc., and really put it into a framework that we could work with. You know, that I can sit down and battle out and say, okay, yeah, can do that, can't do that. There's no point in doing that, or that, you know, this isn't going to happen before 2010. And that's been an immense contribution and a really great help to me. So
Well,
it's worth
yeah,
getting my head bitten off.
totally, yeah. A little ups and downs certain points, but that's what a discussion and community is all
Exactly.
about.
It's
And
been
you
superb.
should definitely get some kind of a special crowns for being a certification queen and going through that with us. And yeah, I think there's definitely some great lessons that we've learned around this in terms of collaboration. And one of the things that a lot of community members I think are going to be excited about is the master level certification. And we should probably wrap our video pretty soon, but maybe briefly you can explain that you're undergoing a pretty collaborative process in the beginning of this.
Yeah. Well, I think, as I said before, John, the master certification really is the creme de la creme. So we're looking for people on sort of mentor level who would, you know, sit together with the customer and really have those 8+ years of experience that they can create the vision, not just for this particular project, but really map out the vision for the years to come, and how they can ensure business success. And that sort of level is obviously something that, you know, can't be created in a vacuum. I mean, it would be heresy and suicide in the in the same equation. So to me, it's really, really important that what we do there is a collaborative process, and the mentors have been really helpful. And that's, you know, I've been doing a stakeholder survey with many of the mentors, giving feedback in terms of what the profiles look like, what's the design proposal, you know, what are the eligibility processes, what should an exam look like, how can we get us an objective validation that's nevertheless focused on that target group. You know, that one of the criticisms that's come from the mentor group was, you know, you can't do that sort of thing with multiple choice questions. It's got to be, you know, scenario based, and that sort of feedback's been really, really helpful, and we're bringing that into the survey and the summary, and we're just at the moment getting towards the end of a planning session so that we can take it to the board and basically go live with it next year.
Cool. I'm going to ask you one more quick question, which I may end up having to edit out because YouTube has a 10-minute video limit and we're about to hit it. But my last video went over and I was able to post it. So,
I'll make it quick.
so my final question is, for those who are active in the SAP Community Network, there's some very interesting stuff going on around the integration of certification in the Community Network. And I know you're still kind of planning it out, but maybe you could give a little teaser to our viewers about some of the things that might happen there.
Yeah, and that's I've also been having meetings on those as well this week. It's been really good. There's the Career Centre, which I think you probably a lot of people are already aware of, and we think it's really, really important that the certification program is closely aligned with the Career Centre. So we're working on how can we, use that as a validation source, and how can we more closely align with that. And also the third loop really is SCN and the business card. So we're working on linking the certification status to the business card. So if you're within the community, you can actually show your certification status on the business card as well. So that's all due for the first half of next year.
Well, that's exciting stuff, and hopefully we got away with including that, sneaking that into the end of the clip, and folks can see it. If not, maybe I'll cut it out and issue it at a separate clip. But it's definitely an honor for the mentors to have a chance to work directly with you, and thanks for stepping into the fray with us, and we look forward to some comments. Yeah. All right, thanks for joining us. This is John Reed of JohnERP.com, live from TechEd 2009.